Well, good afternoon from Sylvania and Tradies Hockey Park for this afternoon's round 7 Premier League games between Sutherland Hockey Club and Ryde Hunters Hill Hockey Club. This is Craig Turner. I'll be providing the commentary this afternoon for the PL2 and PL1 games, and some pretty exciting hockey ahead of us, I'm sure. We've just seen the end of the PL3 game. Sutherland finished with a 3-2 win there. They're up 3-1 with a couple of minutes to go. In fact, with 5 seconds to go, and Ryde scored a very late goal to bring it back to 3-2. So good result there for Sutherland in third grade. However, we've got the second grade game ahead of us, and the two teams come into this game with quite different records. Ryde have been travelling really well at the start of the season. 4 wins from their 4 games. They're on 12 points and equal first on the PL2 ladder. Sutherland have had a much more troubled start to the season. Just the 1 win so far, 1 draw and 3 losses. So they're on 4 points and in 7th position. So very different situations for these two teams. Having said that, Sutherland have they started the season pretty poorly with 3 losses. They've had a couple of good results in the last couple of weeks, or better results, so hopefully they're coming a bit better as the season gets through to approaching the midpoint. If we just look at the team lists for this afternoon, we'll start with Ryde. Finlay Morris in goals, Andy Wright number 31, Lachlan Pereira 46, Nathan Arnold 76, Darcy Keogh 42, Regan Harrison 56, Jalen Harrison 17, Oliver Bestwick 30, Dylan Lavery 48, Cedric Timpers 79, Chris Coleman in 35, Joe Blackburn 47, and Hamish Garrity 64. Coach Andy Wright, manager Gary Guzikov. And for Sutherland, in goals, Daniel Bryant, Brendan Sharp, captain, in 277, Blake Sharp 337, Matt Vine at 278, and David Vine 323. So a couple of pairs of brothers there. Oliver Turner 245, Chris Goodman 270, Matthew Thompson 289, Cooper Jones 300, Aidan Taylor 290, Jet Austin 326, and Isaac Olsen, I don't have his number, I'll find that during the broadcast. Lachlan Groundwater 319 and Will Gare 223. Both those two guys, Lachlan Groundwater and Will Gare, backing up from third grade. Brendan Sharp's the captain, and Peter Krebs the manager out there. So both teams into the final stages of their warm-up, down to penalty corner practices. Umpires are about to call them onto the field, so pretty good playing conditions here this afternoon, plenty of sunlight. So having said that, there's a shadow creeping across the pitch, so that will present some difficulties for our camera crew. But the players, no real wind. I don't think any of them can complain about it being too hot today, but we'll see. It is sunny and bright, so good conditions for this PL2 game, Ryde versus Sutherland. So they're over there taking the toss at the moment. Looks like Ryde have won the toss. Really important game, this one, for Sutherland. They need to just capitalise on some of the improvements they've made the last couple of weeks and get in a good performance against a top-ranked team, and that'll give them a lot of confidence for the games ahead. Sutherland first out on the pitch. Looks like they'll be running right to left on your screen in the blue shirts. So Brendan Sharp with the hit off. Back to Cooper Jones and Sutherland's away. Blake Sharp across to Oliver Turner. David Vine out there, right defender. Back to Turner. Sharp again. Good pass through to David Vine from Oliver Turner there. Jed Austin on the ball now. He's looking for Cooper Jones in the centre, but his pass intercepted. Good pick up there from Blake Sharp to snuff out that attack. Aidan Thompson bringing the ball forward. Ryde closing him down. Ryde a little bit patient there in defence, just allowed Thompson to run himself out of options. Andy Wright there with a challenging ball across, but well picked up by Chris Coleman. Isaac Olsen with the ball there. Just dribbled across the sideline. So turnover there for Ryde on the halfway. Long overhead. And 48 yards on that one. Just didn't pick up a striker up high. But Sutherland will note that. Thompson back to Turner. Sharp out to the right. Now Sharp's going for the overhead. Just didn't have quite the legs on at that time and was picked off by the Ryde defence. Sharp trying to recover there, but beaten to the ball. Good save by Bryant there. Really closed that one down. And got Sutherland's defence out of jail there. Bryant got right up to the striker and cut down any angle. But really quite dire situation for Sutherland there. So an early get out of jail. Cooper Jones with the ball. Right, just holding their press near the halfway, not being, just allowing Sutherland to come up. Now they're putting the pressure on. Three strikers came forward. Sutherland saw the opportunity, got in behind those three strikers. Now Jed Austin with the ball into the D. Excellent pass to Matt Thompson. Unfortunately, Thompson has made a good lead there across the D, but just couldn't trap in the end. Ball from Chris Coleman there out of defence. Bit of deception on it and almost picked up the right striker from the top of the D. Aidan Taylor pass just picking up the right foot, so hence a free hit. Finds Cooper Jones. He's surrounded by 3 from Ryde. Jones working that well. Got the lifted ball from the right. Taylor down the sideline. So Ryde managed the dispossession, but just couldn't get the ball away from that sideline. So Sutherland with another opportunity. Just in their attacking half. Sutherland's striker's nice and high, so they've got some depth there. Chris Goodman taking a tumble there. Andy Wright going right across the field there with that one. That's a good dispossessed by Goodman. He's had it stolen off him again. Sutherland under pressure here. Ryde attacking the D. Jalen Harrison with that shot from the top. Just snicked a Sutherland foot on the way through. So first penalty corner. In fact, first shot on goal and first penalty corner to Ryde. So Regan Harrison on the left battery. The ball came to Chris Coleman. The deflection went off the post, but the umpire found an infringement there. Cooper Jones under pressure there. Does well to get that out to Taylor. Oh, that's not a good pass down the left. Probably needed Chris Goodman to lead back a little further to make it a safe pass. Dylan Lavery from the sideline. Cooper Jones there working the ball forward. Finds Matt Vine. Well picked up by Andy Wright there. Taylor finds Vine into the D, but didn't find the stick of Matt Thompson, so Ryde come away through Ryde. Some good passing there out of defence by Ryde. Coming forward quickly. That's a couple of good eliminations there with 1-2 passes. They're right down to the D. It takes a David Vine was the last one there. Was able to clear the ball over the sideline to get Sutherland out of danger. Right back to Coleman. hit for Ryde, just outside the D. Right back to Coleman. They like using him, and I'm not surprised. He's got a pretty lethal pass. Oh, the bullet from Coleman, this time cut out by David Vine again. Blake Sharp gets that one clear. Andy Wright down the right. Goodman with the ball there, under pressure of 2. Right, get the feed, I think, yeah, just over the sideline from Goodman. Andy Wright into the centre. Coleman again with a good ball out to the left. Turner with a good intercept there. He's looking for Thompson with his pass. That's a good crossfield transfer from Ryde. Lavery holding it out wide. Ball over the back line off Goodman. So from the restart from the 25. Ryde having Sutherland under a fair bit of pressure in defence. They're having to scramble in defence, and more often than not, once they get a touch on the ball, it's pretty quickly turned over again. So this is Wright's come right up to the 25 there with no pressure. As a consequence, able to get a good pass through the D. I think that was Hamish Geraghty he found. Sutherland were fortunate that he wasn't able to get a shot on goal from that angle. Sutherland not putting enough pressure on the Ryde ball carrier coming up to the 25, and they're using the D like a shooting gallery. Great receive from Thompson out wide there. David Vine made the pass down the sideline. So back again, back to Sharp. Sutherland will try and work this. This is where they need some time in possession here. See what they can do. Cooper Jones with the ball through to Aidan Taylor. He gets the free hit. Back into Jones. Good little pass to Taylor. And holding possession here. Fortunately, that pass infield from Taylor was missed. David Vine was able to pick up there. Matt Thompson now through to Matt Vine. Over the back line off the Ryde defence. So Sutherland have the ball from the 25. I'll get it again from the 25. Sutherland forwards not moving very much. Need a little bit more. Bit more leading, bit more running. A lot of it will be unrewarded, but if you don't move, you don't create an issue for the defence. Coleman for Ryde now with the ball on the left sideline. Crossfield overhead from Coleman. Had some good distance on it. Found number 65 out wide. Good intercept there from Goodman. That was a handy trap and ball out of the D. Nathan Arnold with it out wide on the left. Matt Vine challenges him. That's better to see. Giving these defenders and midfielders too much time with the ball, they'll make their passes. Sharp with the ball. Tried to find Thompson there. Andy Wright with the ball. Out wide to Arnold. So Ryde being patient with the ball, but in saying that, they're keeping the ball moving across the field. So they keep Sutherland's defence in motion. I don't know how that one missed. That one moved slowly across the face of the goal and just missed the far post. So very close run thing there for Sutherland. Sharp with the long overhead, but that's the end of the first quarter. Scored still at 0-all. And perhaps slightly fortuitous for Sutherland that they didn't concede a goal there in the last couple of seconds. But they still have a clean sheet. So they end the first quarter 0-all. And I'll see what the two teams come out with in the second quarter. We'll be back in about 60 seconds with the start of the second quarter. Teams back on the pitch for start of the second quarter. Score still 0-all. However, Ryde very much had the upper hand in that first quarter. both in terms of time in possession and their position on the field. Spent a lot of time in Sutherland's half. See if Sutherland can change their tactics this quarter and get a bit more possession in Ryde's half. Well, this is a better start. Matt Vine carrying that ball forward strongly. I think that's Nathan Arnold may have got a... The umpire's saying he needs to go off some attention. I think he might have got a cut, possibly. I think he's just gone off with some medical attention. Good pick up there from Brendan Sharp. Put some pressure on Ryde coming out of their defence, so that's already better to see. That's a good transfer from Ryde through their midfield. Now they're attacking down the left. Trying to work the ball towards the D. Inside now. Be looking for a result there out wide, but umpires call that off Ryde stick over the back line. So a 16-yard hit for Sutherland. Ball picked up by David Vine out wide there. But over the sideline, couldn't find the striker. I think he was looking for his brother Matt down the right side. So Ryde coming forward. Great ball forward there from Coleman. Found Regan Harrison up high. Harrison back to Coleman. Out to Andy Wright. Dylan Lavery in the midfield there. Back to Wright. And Coleman. So Wright happy to work that ball across their back defenders and look for the longer pass through. Hasn't come off for them yet, but they've had a couple of possessions inside Sutherland's D, and Sutherland will need to find a way to put a little bit more pressure on those defenders so they don't have all that time to make those passes. Cooper Jones across to Blake Sharp, out to David Vine, down the sideline, looking for Jet Austin, but the ball went past him. Dylan Lavery with the ball through. Regan Harrison sends it across the D, and Daniel Bryant gets an outstretched kicker onto it, which is enough to push it out of the line of the Ryde strikers there. So good intervention by Bryant. Ryde come again. Sutherland through Jet Austin, just coming away from the D. Did well to break that attack down. Thompson now after this one. He's kept the ball in, but just didn't have the backup to pick it up. Certainly showed some speed there. David Vine across to Blake Sharp. Into Cooper Jones in the centre, out to Vine, but bouncing ball over the sideline. Hamish Geraghty there with a good receive and turn. Almost got through. Just tackled by Turner in the end. Dylan Lavery looking for the ball through. Aidan Taylor intercepts and wins the free hit. That's a good clearance from Southern, straight up the middle to Matt Vine. Now he's got to find some support. He's done that, found Brendan Sharp. He's got Goodman out to the right, but he tries to go straight, finds Lavery's legs. Now he finds Goodman. He'll be looking for someone up high. Challenged there by number 44. Well, that overhead didn't quite come off. Almost took Thompson's head off. Hence the free hit to Sutherland. Goodman. Needed to put a bit more on that. The ball never reached Turner. Free hit to Ryde in there, just in their half. Dylan Lavery sends the ball out left. Thompson with it now. Looks for Vine ahead. And Vine had already gone past the line of that pass. So an easy turnover there for Ryde. Brendan Sharp picks off that little overhead. Just holding the ball there, looking for someone to pass to. Eventually finds Cooper Jones making the lead out wide. Just like to see a little bit more running by the players off the ball. I think Brendan Sharp would as well. He was almost left hung out to dry there without some support players. Cooper Jones trying to walk that ball into the D. Just picked off as he approached the circle. Great interception there by Blake Sharp. Regan Harrison trying to get the ball across the D. But Blake Sharp was able to pick that up. Pereira into Andy Wright. Lavery back to right and out left. Good tackle there from David Vine. Carrying forward. Just another unforced error, loss of possession. Thompson pushing up there and almost was rewarded with the turnover by putting that pressure on right. Pass wasn't quite so measured and the trailing Isaac Olsen was almost able to pick it up. Taylor back through Turner and Blake Sharp. Back to Turner. Goes long, finds groundwater, but needed to get on the four-stick for that trap. So Ryde with the ball from there, 16. Long ball through from right. Good work by Aidan Taylor there. Just held the ball a fraction and was able to just pick up the penalty from the Ryde defender. So keep Sutherland in possession, which is certainly what they need more of. Joe Blackburn with that deflection over the sideline. But so Ryde have it, Sutherland have it deep in Ryde's quarter. That's good work by Aidan Taylor, carrying that ball through the D, and with nothing much on, was able to drop the ball onto the foot of a Ryde defender. And really out of nothing has found a first penalty corner for Sutherland. And a good opportunity for them to have a crack at goal. So good work by Taylor there. Everyone was sort of standing around and he took the initiative, carried the ball quickly along the back line, and when challenged was able to just take the good option of dropping the ball onto a foot. Now Sutherland with the strike. Sharp didn't trap well at the top of the D. Isaac Olsen was about 1 yard from that hit when he dropped a foot or a stick on it, so he's off with a green card for 2 minutes. Andy Wright out to Pereira. Nathan Arnold's back on the pitch. Good ball through from him. This is looking good from Ryde, but Jed Austin with a good tackle. Brings the ball away, finds Lachlan Groundwater. Now he's looked forward, found Matt Vine. So that's 3 good passes in the Sutherland striker line. And that ball off the Ryde defender's stick and over the back line. I suspect it's gone in the creek somewhere, so I'll look for a new ball. Sutherland from the 25. Aidan Taylor. Unfortunate loss of possession there from a good attacking position. So Ryde, all the pressure off Ryde now. Sutherland retreat to the halfway and Ryde get to come out of their defence. Right, sends it wide to Arnold, back into the centre. Good pass through the middle. Will Gare was on the bottom of that one in front of Daniel Bryant. Joe Blackburn across to Nathan Arnold. Didn't get on properly onto that ball. So easy turnover for Sutherland there. Jed Austin now with it. But Ryde have it from the sideline. Regan Harrison with the ball out there wide into Jalen Harrison. Trips there. Well, with the assistance, I think, of Aidan Taylor's stick. And umpire's blown another penalty corner for Ryde. First for them in this quarter. Fairly desperate tackle from Taylor at the top there. A bit careless with his stick. Have conceded the penalty corner. Just 2 minutes to go in this second quarter. Score's still at 0-all. But Ryde with a very good opportunity here from the penalty corner spot. Pereira with the injection. And I think that was Chris Coleman. Have a look at the defence. So the second battery got that one, and I think he might have wrong-footed Daniel Bryan in goals. Bryan seemed to have his weight on the right foot, and the ball's gone down his left side. So good conversion there from Ryde, and they have the opening score with just over a minute to go in their second quarter. Taylor through there to Austin. He finds Matt Thompson ahead of him. Good evasion there from Thompson, but couldn't get past the third defender. Hamish Garrity there with the back stick, raised back stick. Just 45 seconds to go. Sutherland will get one more opportunity there to make an attack. Good passing there through Turner and Will Gare. I think there's another trip, but that time it was a free hit. And in the end, the umpire found another penalty corner. So penalty corner to Sutherland with just over 5 seconds to go of this second quarter. I don't know how the first decision wasn't a penalty corner, but anyway. What an excellent opportunity here for Sutherland to get themselves back in the game. Made a bit of a mess of the last penalty corner. See if they can do better this time. Turner injecting, Blake Sharp and Matt Thompson at the top. Thompson got his hit away, but well saved and got a second go at it. I think Finlay Morris might have got onto that one, that second shot, but good second attempt and follow up there from Thompson. However, Sutherland were not able to equalise, so they go in at the half, 1 goal down, and plenty of work to do to get back on terms here with Ryde. Ryde have been very solid through both those quarters. A lot of field time in possession and good field position, and they were really peppering Sutherland's D for some time. So we'll see how the teams go when they return from the halftime break. We'll be back in 3 or 4 minutes with the second half. Teams back on the pitch for the second half of this PL2 game, Ryde versus Sutherland. Sutherland down 1-0 with a penalty corner goal to Ryde near the end of that second quarter. Sutherland did have a chance to peg that goal back just before the break with a penalty corner of their own. But Sutherland back under pressure here. Ryde doing well with the ball just inside the D. Some good possessions and passing by them. Blake Sharp got that one away, found Chris Goodman wide. However, his pass didn't find a blue stick, so Sutherland back under pressure. Blake Sharp sends it wide to David Vine. Paul just rolled off his stick there, so good shot there from, I'm quite sure which, good shot there from Ryde, but well saved by Daniel Bryant low to his left. So at this stage, this early stage of this third quarter, Sutherland just focused on trying to survive, it looks like. Just clearing the ball out of the D and just watching it come back. Aidan Taylor there. And there's the ball just over the back line, so ball back with Ryde from the 25. That's good passing and a good ball into the D there for Ryde. Just the final trap let them down. Good ball transfer around and an early pass into the D almost had Sutherland in trouble. Aidan Taylor sends that ball through to Andy Wright. And the ball back with Ryde. Chris Coleman now. Pereira trying to one-time it down the sideline but didn't get enough on it. And all over the sideline. David Vine into Blake Sharp. Across to Oliver Turner. So Ryde putting pressure on Sutherland's defence here, which is what Sutherland's strikers have failed to do, and as a consequence managed to get the turnover. Bryant able to get onto that one and clear. Goodman carries it forward, but another good save by Daniel Bryant. This ball through to Matt Vine. Well, I think the less said about that one, the better. So Chris Coleman brings it in from the 25. Pass across the D was particularly dangerous, and Matt Thompson was on hand to pick it up. However, I get away with it. Good intercept there from David Vine. Matt Thompson now on the ball, carrying it down the left. Cedric Timpers with that ball across. Coleman's ball over the sideline before his target could pick it up. Aidan Taylor sends it across to Oliver Turner. Attempted overhead, fortunately fell to Isaac Olsen. So notwithstanding the pressure Ryde have applied, the score is still just the 1 goal for Ryde. So Sutherland can find an opportunity. They're still very much in this game. David Vine with the ball there from the left sideline. Looking infield for Olsen, but it was just in front of him. Andy Wright able to pick it up. Aidan Taylor goes back to Turner. Out wide to David Vine. Another long ball through the centre. Found Matt Thompson, but the ball deflected up off his stick and dangerously because Nathan Arnold was just behind him. Fine into Cooper Jones. Ryde coming forward. That was a terrific intercept there from Oliver Turner. He had Regan Harrison right behind him. Vital intercept. Chris Goodman with the ball there. Out to Jed Austin. Finds Brendan Sharp. Unfortunately, Sharp's pass right onto Cooper Jones's feet, so turnover there in the centre. Ryde back with the ball. Good stretch from Ryde. They've got 4 in the opposition 25, 3 strikers in the D. So they're pulling Sutherland's deep defenders back, creating those spaces in the midfield, which they can lead back into. Third man obstruction there from Sharp. Crossfield overhead, finds Arnold out wide. Just watch that ball bounce towards him and past his stick. Taylor back to Sharp. Good pass there to Cooper Jones in space. Finds Oliver Turner. Back to Taylor. Coleman with a pass through. Jalen Harrison into the D. And with the goalkeeper down, fortunately there was a ball there onto a Ryde foot So Sutherland get out of jail again. David Vine back to Blake Sharp. That's a challenging pass out to Aidan Taylor. Goodman now with it. Great pass in to Oliver Turner. He evades two, finds Goodman again. This is looking better. Good pass through to Groundwater there. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to trap that. Sutherland were in good position. Great deflection there. Ryde have the ball from the sideline there. Jalen Harrison. That's good work by Jed Austin, and even better with his pass to Turner in the centre. Oh, good intercept there from, good work there from, that's David Vine. 2 tackles there from him. Ryde have it from the sideline. Come again. Coleman with another bullet down that sideline. Across the D, over the back line. Again, Bryant did enough there to keep the ball clear of the goal. So just over 5 minutes of this third quarter. Sutherland down 1-0. Good pick up there from Thompson under pressure. Carries the ball forward at pace. Got Goodman wide of him. Going to try and set him up. Goodman back to Turner. Back with Cooper Jones. And good save there from Taylor. However, all comes to a turnover to Ryde. Taylor's pass couldn't find a player down the sideline. So Jalen Harrison from the sideline. Looks long, but then goes back. Coleman with a pass across to Andy Wright. And Ryde come down the right side again. Oh, that's into the centre. And a good save there from Bryant. Number 44 with plenty of time for the shot at the top there. Did plenty with it. Now Sutherland come forward. Groundwater. Got Thompson wide. Puts the ball through to him. 3 Sutherland, and just outnumbered there by the Ryde defence. Groundwater looked up and really had nothing on. Goodman back to Cooper Jones. His ball left, neatly bisects Austin and David Vine. So ball over the sideline, Ryde back in possession. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. A 50-yard overhead there from Coleman. Actually, it was more than 50 yards. Jalen Harrison couldn't trap on the 25, needed to get that one on the full. So Sutherland back in possession. We'll try and get it out of their defence. Ryde putting good press on there. Come forward. Jalen Harrison with the ball. And yes, I think Daniel Bryant just did a little bit too much work on Jalen Harrison and upended him as he was trying to get round. So penalty stroke to Ryde. And Chris Coleman's up for the stroke. Let's see how this goes. So Coleman on the spot. I think that ball was in the back of the net before Bryant had moved. So great conversion there from Chris Coleman. And Ryde have their second goal with just on a minute and a half to go of this third quarter. Turner with the ball now. Finds Matt Vine. Ryde happy to just hold this ball. No pressure on them. I'd prefer just to keep the ball in their possession. Blake Sharp finds Olsen. His ball through finds Brendan Sharp. Could not get past Chris Coleman. So there's the hooter for the end of the third quarter. Teams go in with Ryde having picked up a second goal in that quarter to now lead 2-0. And in a pretty strong position to take the points from this game. Just one quarter to go. We'll be back in a minute with that final quarter. So fourth and final quarter ahead of us. Sutherland at the wrong end of a 2-0 scoreline. And Ryde immediately into attack. Pereira into the D. Sutherland managed to keep their feet out of the way. Ball over the back line though, so restart from the 25 for Ryde. And Regan Harrison missed the trap there. And ball over the back line, so Sutherland back in possession and will attempt to get the ball out of their quarter. Sharp has gone for the overhead. Almost picked up Olsen. Well, another good attempt and a good opportunity there for Ryde. Matt Vine looks forward to find Matt Thompson just on outside the D. Just couldn't control that ball into the D, and Nathan Arnold was able to come away. Had the free hit, but the umpire played the advantage. Regan Harrison now evades. Jalen Harrison with the ball there, trying to work it into a position where he could have a shot. Good work from Sutherland to keep him from doing that. Dylan Lavery dispossesses Oliver Turner, and good passing there in front of goal. Regan Harrison with the shot, and this time he makes no mistake. Ball in the back of the net, and Ryde have their third. Good passing inside the D there from Ryde, almost got a result. Bryant made the initial save, but Regan Harrison was able to follow up with a shot and bring up Ryde's third goal. Oliver Bestwick with that shot at goal was blocked. Sutherland come away through Matt Vine. It's got Cooper Jones running high. Finds Brendan Sharp in the centre. Excellent pass out to Cooper Jones. He looks for Goodman. Now with Brendan Sharp, and he makes no mistake with that Tomer from the top. Ball falls there to Brendan Sharp at the top of the D, and on his left side, an excellent Tomer brings up Sutherland's first goal. Good intercept there from David Vine on that overhead, just inside the 25. Sends it forward to Isaac Olsen. Bit ambitious with his pass there, intercepted. Regan Harrison coming forward for Ryde now. Closed down from the Sutherland defence. David Vine in front of him. Good work from Sutherland there. The umpire's blown the penalty corner. Saw an obstruction there from Sutherland. So another penalty corner to Ryde. And a chance for them to restore their margin. Currently Ryde 3-1 up. Coleman again, good save there from Bryant, but the rebound fell to Regan Harrison and his first time shot straight into the net. Good shot, good save from Bryant, but the save came straight to Regan Harrison, and with the first time swing, puts the ball in the back of the net, and Ryde have their fourth goal. Hayden Taylor trying to force the ball forward there. Pass to Ryde. Opponents. Finds Jet Austin wide. I think Austin was trying to pick up Taylor again, but ball wasn't close. Sutherland with the ball through David Vine and from the sideline. Finds Matt Vine down the right side. Ball up off Nathan Arnold's stick. So free hit to Sutherland. Chris Goodman will take that. No, leaves it for Vine. His 1 foot overhead found Goodman. Back with Vine, gets the ball across the D. Both Thompson and Sharp were there. I think the umpire has, what has the umpire done? It might have been, anyway, it's a free hit, it's a sideline restart for Sutherland. Good evasion there from Jet Austin, carries the ball deep into the D. I think Dylan Lavery got it off him in the end. So just over 8 minutes remaining. Ryde have a pretty comfortable 4-1 lead. Sutherland trying to see if they can get another consolation goal here. David Vine with the ball. Ball through to Matt Vine, who for some reason decided to let it go. Coleman down the right side. It's a good little pass there. David Vine at a stretch was able to make an intercept. That ball straight into the D, so free hit to Sutherland. Cooper Jones, Taylor, Jet Austin, back to Taylor, and into number 44 for Ryde. Simple 1-2 around the goalkeeper there. And number 65 for Ryde. Unfortunately, don't have his name on my team list. Made the final conversion, but Daniel Bryant left stranded on the ground there with the simple 1-2 pass. And a good 5th goal for Ryde. Good pass from Turner there through to David Vine. Wasn't able to trap. Pereira with the ball out wide. Thumps it into the D, but no one able to trap that. And Sutherland able to restart from the 16. Sharp through Chris Goodman and then Matt Thompson. Goodman back with it. Ball off the Ryde foot there. So Sutherland get away with it. Matt Thompson now carries the ball into the D. Really needed to find a blue stick there. There was no shooting position. Goalkeeper easily dealt with it. Good work by Will Gare there. Finds Matt Thompson wide. Brendan Sharp pointing to where he wants it. And it wasn't too far away, actually. Just a little behind Sharp, but I guess that's where the gap was. Just on 4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Ryde 5-1 up. Nathan Arnold, ball through. That ball off Jalen Harrison's stick and a 16 to Sutherland. Matt Vine on the end of that pass from Goodman. Needs to find Sharp. He's done that. Sharp into the D. Back to David Vine and well executed. Sorry, that was Isaac Olsen. A good circle penetration there from Brendan Sharp. Lays the ball to unmarked Isaac Olsen just outside the penalty spot. And Sutherland get their second goal. So 5-2 score in favour of Ryde. Just over 2.5 minutes to go. Blake Sharp into Cooper Jones in the centre. Out to Jed Austin. Good pass into Jones again. He needs to go right to Goodman. Carries the ball forward. Finds Isaac Olsen. Free hit to Sutherland there. Just outside the D. Olsen on it. Jed Austin. Through Olsen. And just a turnover there at the top of the D. Cedric Temple's there through Dylan Lavery. Austin with another intercept. Umpire found an infringement there, sufficiently severe to blow a penalty corner. So there's just over a minute to go. Ryde have another penalty corner, and you would suggest on their record so far, pretty good chance of adding to their tally. Set to go. Good save by Bryant. Rebound from Bryant fell to Jalen Harrison. He was under pressure and this time wasn't able to make the conversion. So another good save from Bryant off the direct shot. That overhead just fell on two players who were really standing still, so the defence got the benefit of the opportunity. And full time, we have Ryde run out winners 5-2. Very comfortable victory in the end for Ryde. They laid the groundwork through the first half with a lot of good ball possession and field position. Sutherland rarely threatened through that first half. Got a few penetrations into the second half, and Sutherland picked up 2 goals in that fourth quarter. One to Brendan Sharp off a Toma and Isaac Olsen. But convincing victory for Ryde, as befits their status on the second grade premiership table. So they got what they would have looked for this afternoon, and unfortunately for Sutherland, still plenty of work for them to do to get themselves into a competitive position in this competition. So thanks for watching. We'll be back in a few minutes with the PL1 game, Sutherland versus Ryde. Those teams starting to make their way onto the pitch. Should be a pretty exciting game this afternoon between two high-performing and closely ranked teams. I look forward to that later on this afternoon. So we'll be back in a few minutes with the PL1 warm-up and introduction of the teams. Well, welcome to the coverage this afternoon of this round 7 PL1 game between Ryde and Sutherland. Teams just going through their warm-ups at the moment. We'll have a look at the team lists for this afternoon. Start with visitors to Tradies Hockey Park, Ryde. BJ Bruton in goals. Tom Brown in 10 and Billy Shaw in 18 are co-captains. Ryan Woolnough in 14, Fletcher Norris in 8. Nathan Zinner in 3, Nick McEwen in 5, Kieran Arthur 23, Kobe Johnston 12, Josh Robson 73, Jared Findlay 16, Jack Pickering 22 and Adam Watson in 40. Tim Collier the coach. So to the Sutherland team, Nathan Ackroyd in goals, Wade Tonner in 5. Isaac McGregor in 7. A return for Alex Shaw in 9. Haven't seen Alex on the pitch for a while, but good to see him back out there for Sutherland. He'll be a welcome presence this afternoon. Blake Hernandez in 16, Angus Callanan in 4, Jack Hayes 19, Riley Lloyd in 10, Zach Keelan in 6, Hayden Neal 8, Christian Halliard 13, Mason Neal 2 and Henry Jones in 15. Peter Tate and Grant Hollyman the coaches at Sutherland. So these two teams both performing really well in the PL1 competition this year. Sutherland come in with a superior record, but only just. So Sutherland with 5 wins from their 5 games. They're in top position on the table with 15 points. Ryde 4 wins and 1 loss, just the 1 loss. So they're on 12 points and in equal 3rd position. So, really vital game for both teams. I don't get too many games against the top 4, but certainly this is one of them between teams in the top 4. So, should be a really high standard game this afternoon. Certainly the playing conditions are good. So, I look forward to some really quite exciting hockey from 2 very skillful teams. Sutherland notably without Matthew Bennett this afternoon, so we'll be looking to see the Sutherland strikers step up. Bennett's certainly been a powerful force for them in the games to date. So in the earlier games this afternoon, Sutherland successful in the PL3 game, winning 3-2 against Ryde. And in the PL2 match just completed, Ryde a very comfortable win for them, 5-2 against Sutherland. So Sutherland out on the pitch, running left to right on your screen. And looks like Sutherland have the hit off. Halliard on the ball. Confident start there from Sutherland, tossing the ball around. Plenty of talk from both teams already early on. Ball with Alex Shaw there. He's already had 3 or 4 touches, and he looks like he hasn't missed a beat. Super pass from Jack Hayes there through to Angus Callanan. Finds Keelan. His pass to the far post. He was looking for a little touch in there from Mason Neal. Great opening opportunity there for Sutherland. Some good quick passing around the D. Came from the penetrating pass from Hayes. Hayes again on the ball. Carries the ball forward. Challenged by Zinner. And Zinner wins the ball, and now he's taking it forward. That'll be an interesting battle this afternoon between Zinner and Hayes. Zach McGregor there at the top of the D. Keelan now trying to hold out. So Fletcher Norris denied access to the circle there. Good job by Keelan and McGregor. Fernandez with the overhead. Crossfield overhead into space. No blue shirts there. So Ryde take possession of the ball. Good pick up there from Hernandez on that loose ball. Neal. Picked off by Zinner. He was trying to find Hayes. Zinner carrying a ball forward quickly. Neal and Shaw just a little bit flaky with the traps there, Sutherland. Zinner on the ball. Tom Brown there out to good press there from Hernandez. Halyard now on the ball. Good turnover from Ryan Woolnough, but Alex Shaw snuffed that out pretty smartly. Hayes now coming forward. Zinner in front of him. And Zinner manages to pick the ball off Hayes. Long ball through. Alex Shaw picked that up and put the ball through to Keelan. Ryan Woolnough again. Intercepting. So Zach McGregor from the sideline. Attempted overhead. Really didn't get onto it. So McEwen now. Got 2 in front. He's looking for the pass. Finds Zinner. Just drops it back. He had Jack Pickering in his sights. Ball just bobbled off his stick, which was enough for Hernandez to get control. Good overhead from Hernandez, but didn't get past Ryde's last line. Kobe Johnson there. Johnson with the long overhead. McEwen with his stick extended, made contact but didn't control it. Alex Shaw into Hayes. Bounced off his stick and Zinner takes full advantage. Carries the ball forward quickly. Brown in the centre. Kobe Johnson. Well done by, that's Callanan. Taking that ball off Fletcher Norris. Alex Shaw with the overhead. Oh, it's going to land right in the middle. Umpire said Hayes didn't leave the 5 yards on the defender. Zinner receives, but under pressure. Fernandez just drops it back. Ryde come again. Good pass from Hayes. Quick pass finds Keelan. Good trap by him. Under pressure though. He's got to find a disposal. Hayes with the long ball, finds Keelan, but ball bounced up onto his body. Good pass from Hayes, got right through that midfield. Zinner now, excellent ball, picked up by Kieran Arthur. McEwen to Arthur, just outside the D. He'll be dangerous here. Carries along the back line. And despite Arthur's protestations, the umpire said that's over the back line, and Sutherland get it back. That's a good receive there from Keelan under pressure from Ryan Woolnough. Drops it back to Angus Callanan. Thought he got past Woolnough there, but he came at him again. Ryde with the ball in their defence, just moving it across the field, trying to find the longer pass through. Ryde have got 3 strikers very high, so they're trying to stretch out that Sutherland midfield. Good quick pass there, but missed trap. Sees Hayes come away with it. Gets past Norris. Hayes back to Hernandez. Out wide to Shaw. Into McGregor. Through to Callanan. Good combination down the right side there. Neal. Mason Neal with the ball on the back line. Off the right stick over the back line. So restart from Sutherland at the 25. Good crisp passing down the right side there from Sutherland. Hayes now trying to work the ball forward. Alex Shaw finds that one. That's a good receive from McGregor. Under pressure from Kieran Arthur. Retains possession from the sideline. Keelan again down the right side. Tom Brown bringing it away for Ryde. Under pressure from 2. Henry Jones and Keelan combine. Well, that was a challenging pass there from Keelan. Jones not able to pick it up, but a good combination between those two. with Brown in the centre. It's got Zinner in front. Shaw able to intercept a half-hearted overhead. Now with Keelan. Finds Lloyd. Riley Lloyd now carrying it forward. Excellent pass through to Jones. So a good start from Sutherland. Their passing is slick. Well, that's giving them plenty of penetrations into Ryde's 25. Not too many shots, too many opportunities in the D yet. Brown leaves it for Zinner. Got Mason Neal in front of him. Ryan Woolnough out wide. Evades Jones. Ackroyd called on to make a save. Hayes spotted Mason Neal there, out of the corner of his eye. But Neal just needed to keep his lead going. We've been on that. Ryde trying to come through the centre again. Now they've dropped it wide. Four and a half minutes remaining in this first quarter. Score's still 0-0. Good receive by Halyard there from the Alex Shaw overhead. Halyard leads the ball. Hayes comes up. Sutherland just with 2 in the D. And Hayes reverts to the overhead. So that overhead didn't clear the last defender. Mason Neal had position behind, but just needed a bit more horsepower. Zinner resists the tackle from Halyard, and 2 shots there saved from Ackroyd. Josh Robson had both of them. So Ackroyd really called on there to protect Sutherland's defences. Did a really good job. 2 decent shots there from Robson. McGregor, misdirected pass there. Zinner got in front of Hayes. Oh, Wade Tonner came out of nowhere to intercept that ball, which he needed to do, and now he's made another excellent tackle, dropped that ball onto Zinner's foot. So very timely intervention there from Tonner. Shaw out to McGregor. Into Lloyd. Sutherland keep moving it around. Now with McGregor out wide. He's looking high. Another attempted overhead gone wrong. Riley Lloyd able to get that ball. Now with Halyard. McEwen. Kieran Arthur now carrying forward. Looks wide. Excellent pass. Sutherland able to intercept. And now Hayes comes forward. Finds Halyard. He's got Hayes wide. Great pick up from Hayes. Carrying the ball, he's got Jones in front of him. Carries the ball along the back line. And yes, the umpires found a Ryde foot there. Good circle penetration from Hayes. Feel that we don't see enough of those with him playing fairly deep in the midfield. He's very dangerous coming into the D. Such good 3D skills. So penalty corner to Sutherland. Under a minute to go in this first quarter. Score's still 0-0. Halliard with the corner, and he puts that one very well directed to the goalkeeper's right. BJ Bruton went left, and then Halliard's pulled it right, got the ball into the bottom corner. So first penalty corner and first goal to Sutherland. A great start, but Ryde back on attack, and with 3 seconds remaining, they win the penalty corner with the ball onto Wade Tonner's foot. So super effective restart and counter-attack from Ryde. Kieran Arthur on the left battery. He'd be a good chance for this one. Comes to Arthur, and Ackroyd makes the save very confidently on his left side. So good finish to the quarter for Sutherland, a goal, and then defending that penalty corner after the whistle. So Sutherland have the early advantage in this game. 1-0 lead at quarter time. And this game is going to be a cracker. Nothing in it so far. We'll be back in a minute with the second quarter. Teams back on the pitch for the second quarter. Really a good start for both teams. Passing, running off the ball, everything working well. Both teams getting plenty of circle penetrations. Sutherland have the 1-0 advantage, but really nothing in it. Hayes finds Callanan. Good trap by him, carrying it forward. He was dangerous down this right side in the first quarter. Halliard with the ball, tries to spin inside. Right, attempting to come away. That ball behind behind Josh Robson. So freebie turnover there for Sutherland, and they get to come again. Hayes with the ball in the centre. Good little jink over Zinner's stick. Carries the ball through, finds Keelan. He's on his, working the ball into the D. Was really trying to get that ball back onto a foot, but instead it found a Ryde stick, so cleared from the circle. Wade Tonner will restart from there, the sideline. Back with Alex Shaw. Shaw to Hayes. Looking for McGregor out wide, but a bit far in front of him. Kobe Johnson out wide to Billy Shaw. Looks in the centre for Brown. He missed traps and Halyard is the beneficiary. He's gone wide to the right, looking for Keelan ahead. Halyard sort of ran away from his support there, but retained the ball, retained the possession. Great vision there from Hernandez. Saw Tonner leading high on the sideline, but ball a couple of yards, ended up a couple of yards in front of Tonner. Kobe Johnson again. Looks right, ball comes back to him, try the left. Sutherland pretty set on this side as well. Now Zinner will have a go. Back with Johnson, Brown. Good block there from Shaw. Excellent work. Robson. Josh Robson with the conversion from just outside the penalty spot there. It was really down to Ryde's work along the back line there. They got past several Sutherland defenders, then dropped the ball back to an unmarked Robson just outside the penalty spot. And he made no mistake putting the ball into the bottom left hand, Nathan Ackroyd's bottom left-hand corner. So Ryde back on level terms. 1-1. 13 minutes remaining of this second quarter. Ryde showing just how dangerous they can be given half a chance. Hayden Neal picks up that loose pass, finds Hayes high. He's got Halyard in front. But BJ Bruton got right out on Halyard, cut down all of his angle. Halyard was thinking about a spin, but just there was too much of Bruton there in front of him to get round. Kobe Johnson into Zinner. Goes wide to the right. Brown and Johnson again. So right into Sutherland's half now. Good marking there from Callanan. Takes the ball off Arthur. And Sutherland can counter-attack now. Keelan through to Halyard. Good possession by him. He's got Callanan ahead. But that ball was well in front of Callanan. Thundered into the goal, but there was no blue stick near it. Kieran Arthur takes on Callanan. This time he looks like he might have got the better of him. But Callanan recovered enough to break it down. Ryde with the free hit just outside the 5-yard markings. McEwen there with the ball. Under pressure from Shaw. Goes wide. Brown with a missed overhead. Sutherland had the possession. Hernandez through to Hayes in the middle. It's under pressure from 2. Drops the ball back to Tonner. Hernandez to McGregor. That ball's just over the sideline. Arthur into Zinner. Ryde keeping the ball in motion. Almost a good pass through to Zinner there, but he missed the trap. So Riley Lloyd now with it. Kieran Arthur out on the left. Goes back to Johnson. Zinner now. Brown in the centre. Under pressure from 2. In fact, Hayes steals it. And Woolnough steals it from him. So Ryde counter-attack. Hayes is out. Callanan holding up Arthur. Umpire's blown the penalty for Sutherland. Good effort from Callanan there. Didn't infringe. Arthur had lifted the ball and Callanan managed not to strike his stick. Good trap from Keelan there over the halfway. Got 2 in front. Drops the ball to Tonner. Tonner through Hayes and Shaw. Now with Callanan out to McGregor. Got Keelan there in front, but he missed the trap and a turnover. Shaw will pick up that overhead quite easily. However, Ryde get the free hit. Zinner goes wide quickly. Pickering back into Zinner. Good skills there from Zinner. Ball onto Shaw's legs. The umpire's blown that for ball not travelling 5 yards before it's into the D. Another aborted overhead there from Zinner. That's dangerous. Now with McEwen. Shaw cleans up. Shaw's overhead landed with 2 Ryde defenders. The umpire's blown it up. Zinner now goes forward to Pickering, but Oliver Turner picked him off. Ryan Woolnough. To Zinner and back out. Ryde moving, keeping the ball in motion. What they're looking for is a fair bit of motion from their strikers. Ball into McEwen, but Hayes picked that off. Now Shaw comes forward, out of defence. Not quite sure who you ran into there, but it came to a shuddering halt. Hayden Neal now coming forward. Some pretty heavy work on his stick. Jared Finley comes away with it, then through Zinner. McEwen. Oh, good steal from Keelan there. Excellent play. Excellent steal from Keelan. Just working back. Was in the right spot at the right time. Alex Shaw on the ball. Out to McGregor. Riley Lloyd out to Tonner. Shaw. Tried to find Hayes in the centre, but McEwen got a stick on it. So Ryde get the turnover. Good attacking position for them. Fletcher Norris forward. Super pass to the far post, and I think that's Josh Robson slid in on that one. So the ball through to Fletcher Norris. Excellent pass to the far post in front of Nathan Ackroyd, giving him no chance. And I think it was Josh Robson on the right post that slid in for the goal. So Ryde go 2-1 up. Well constructed goal. Taking the goalkeeper out of the play with that pass. Ryan Woolnough coming forward. Got Hernandez in front. Now with McEwen. He'll take a shot from there. And the umpire said that was an excellent shot, but you were just outside the D. Ball through to Halyard. Sutherland counter-attacking. Halyard with the ball. Great spin. In position for the Tommer, but really got underneath that one, and it sailed across the high into the rear net. Another aborted overhead. This one lands with Halyard. And Halyard on Arthur. Between Johnson and Arthur, Halyard ended up on the deck, and Sutherland get a penalty corner. So chance for Sutherland to strike back here. It's been end-to-end stuff. Two batteries. Hernandez on the left and Halyard on the right. Halyard got the last one. Hernandez, shot. Great deflection there. I think that's off Riley Lloyd's stick into the top of the D, top of the goal. We'll have a look again. Hernandez straight along the deck. And I think that came off Riley Lloyd with a deflection high into the net, but it gave the goalkeeper no chance. So great corner execution there. Sutherland back on level terms at 2-2. Zach Keelan with the ball. Got ball there to Riley, just in front of Riley Lloyd. Ollie Turner with the trap there, played it with Hernandez through to Alex Shaw. And bit of a slip, but he got the ball through to Hayes, into the D, and free hit to Hayes just outside. He'll travel the ball 5 yards. Tried to get into the centre, but picked off by Ryde. Hilliard working hard here on Arthur, trying to win it back. Zinner. Enough bringing it forward. Just 40 seconds to go in this quarter. 2-2. Loose pass there, picked up by Hilliard. Just had too much time with the ball, and Josh Robson stolen it off him. Robson again. Very dangerous ball there across the D. I think he was looking for Adam Watson just on the right, but real scoring opportunity there. Alex Shaw throws it forward, but time is almost out. So, end of the second quarter, scores at 2-2. That's pretty reflective of a very even game. There's been chances at both ends, and I'm sure there'll be more goals to come in this encounter. Certainly a standard of hockey that reflects the position of the two teams in the competition. Couldn't ask for more from a spectator's point of view. So we'll be back in 3 or 4 minutes with another exciting quarter. 2-2 at the end of the first half. Stay with us. So teams coming back out on the pitch. Second half. Scores at 2-2. So Ryde with the hit off. Kieran Arthur with the ball in the centre. Back to Brown. Out to Kobe Johnson. He'll look for Billy Shaw down the right. Zach Keelan just got his stick in the way. Put the ball over the sideline. Great tackle there from Hernandez on Robson. Took the ball off him cleanly. Unfortunately, Mason Neal's pass didn't find Halyard. Ryde have it back again. Zach McGregor from the sideline finds Alex Shaw out left. He's got Tonner wide, but goes back to the right. Hayes to McGregor into Callanan. I had that combination going well in the first half and effective again. Shaw out wide. Into Arthur. Brown. Ball enough out wide. Ball movements crisp and strong from Ryde. Had good possession at the start of this first quarter. Sutherland, however, have been able to respond. That'll be a turnover all over Tonner's feet. Robson leaves it. Through Arthur. Kobe Johnson recovers. Zinner back on. Got Mason Neal in front of him. You on the line, Tim?
Yes.
Oh, hi. So it'd be good to get a couple of thoughts on the first half.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about the team that manages the turnovers is going to be the team that wins this game. I sort of thought the first half generally both teams probably turned over more ball than they wanted to, and it's certainly something we've talked about as trying to address in the second half, and just value possession a little bit more and try and hold it for longer periods in attacking 50.
Yes, it was certainly, it was pretty much end-to-end stuff, so both teams had their chances from that point of view, and I'd say Ryde probably had a few more circle penetrations, so you'd have to think there's more goals in this game to come.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's been the story of our season, but we've still conceded too many goals. So I think we're sort of not reading too many into the circle penetrations. It's more about the quality of what's getting done at both ends in the circle. So for us, we really sort of talked about trying to restrict the Southers coming forward down the right quite easily, and that was the way that they were able to get both of those corners that they scored off. So thinking for us about how we might restrict some of that flowing movement down the right and just try and play the ball a bit more in our half.
Right. Okay, thanks very much, Tim. It's good to hear.
Problem.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks.
So we just, those comments from Tim Collier as he was talking to us, another chance fell to Ryde just on the far corner, far side of the goal, and another one, Ackroyd in again. So they're getting the ball into the D and in dangerous positions. At this stage, just not finishing off, or Sutherland just hanging on. And a penalty corner. So maybe they can take advantage of the set play. Certainly had a few chances in front of goal there. Sutherland will did well to hang on. Now they've got to defend the penalty corner. So two batteries at the top. Comes to the right battery, mistrap. And Alex Shaw able to clear only as far as Hayes. Callanan on the loose ball. Great pass down the sideline, just not handled by Mason Neal. Now Henry Jones on the loose ball. Sutherland need to retain these possessions coming forward. Jones again, got Halyard in front. Halyard working hard on it. Gets the ball across the D, but only players there were 2 or 3 from Ryde. So good work from Halyard there, a real stretch, but didn't see the support out left. So Ryde come again. Ryde have definitely had the weight of possession in this third quarter. They have certainly looked in control. Sutherland essentially responding, counter-attacking where they can. Tom Brown evades Jones. Good pick up there from Callanan. Mason Neal sends it to Halyard out wide. Halyard spins, got the ball on his stick. He's landed on a blue stick. Looks Callanan out left. Sutherland will look to build through the right again here, I would expect. Hernandez. Back to Shaw. Into Hayes. Umpire sends Jack Pickering for a rest. Just clipped Hayes. Finds Halyard. Good little lift, but with 2 to beat, Halyard couldn't get through there. Ball into the centre to Brown. So Ryde coming forward strongly. Finds Robson up high. He's got McGregor on his tail, but keeps the ball on his stick. Brown to Zinner. That's good defence on McEwen by Tonner. Jones finds Tonner. Tonner in unfamiliar territory. Jones with the ball carrying forward with Tonner in support. Tonner again on the ball. He's desperately trying to find a blue shirt. Has to go 30 yards back to find one. Callanan out left. Callanan gets the ball to Halyard. Still working towards the D. Ball on his stick. Just rolls it away. Tonner again. Tonner is breathing extremely hard. Ball from Hayes across. Was directed at Lloyd, but just a bit elevated. Came to him on the bounce and couldn't control. Zinner now with the ball. Hayes looks long. Jones with a good steal. Sutherland will get the ball from the 25. Hayes carries it forward. Into the D. Looking across for Jones, but the umpire decided no advantage accrued. There must have been a Ryde foot in there. Penalty corner to Sutherland. So a good chance here for Sutherland to get some momentum back into this game. They've been on the back foot a fair bit in this quarter. Notwithstanding Tonner's heroics in the forward line. So had good success from the penalty corner play so far. Let's see how they go this time. Hernandez. Brilliant penalty corner. Had a lot of power behind that one. Callanan with the injection. And Hernandez just drilled that past BJ Bruton's left leg. That had real pace. So Sutherland with 5 minutes to go in this quarter, 3-2 up. So the challenge back with Ryde to respond. Good defensive work there from Hernandez. Took the ball off Jared Finlay. Good control there from Jones. Got the bouncing ball. Did enough to get the umpire's decision. Hayes with the overhead. I think Mason Neal will be very confused by that umpire's decision. He was completely stationary. The defender moved in. Ball into the D. Robson with the ball. Sutherland heads down and just through weight of numbers, and Alex Shaw's good stick work managed to get that ball out of the D. McEwen will try again, now with Brown. Keelan challenging. Woolnough gets the ball into Brown again. Hayes just takes it off him. Trying to get past Zinner, who comes again. Zinner did a good job there not to get eliminated. Stayed in the contest over 25 yards and held the game up. Great pass from Hayes, finds Keelan. Not a great angle from the Tommer. Went off Bruton's hand over the top. So Hayes with the ball from the 25. Lloyd. Bruton makes the save. Another excellent save. Great pressure from Sutherland there. They've come alive after that goal in attack. McEwen now with the ball, but surrounded by Sutherland defenders. Back with Zinner, he's looking long. So we've got Grant Hollyman for the Sutherland coaching team. Grant, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
Oh, it's a hell of a game, CT. I think both teams are playing fantastic. No one's missing the midfield. Everyone's getting touches. I think it's a terrific game of hockey. And there'll only be a goal in at the end. So I'm enjoying it.
Yes, as the goals have keep coming. The penalty corner conversions have been working well for Sutherland today.
Yeah, they're going okay. We did practice them, but sometimes you get a bit lucky.
Yep. Well, you'll take that.
So
what's Sutherland focusing on for the next period? They've certainly been under pressure in this quarter.
I think Ryde's had more possession in the game. We keep stats each quarter, and Ryde have had more 25 and circle penetration. But I think our scrambled extremely well. We just got to make sure we don't miss it, and make our basic traps, and we'll be.
Yeah,
this is a good hockey style we're playing. That's for sure.
It certainly is. It's certainly reflective of two teams at the top of their form and the top of the competition table. So thanks very much, Grant.
All right, CT. See you, mate.
McEwen won the ball, shot, and under pressure puts that one way over the top. So Ackroyd not required to intervene there. Good pressure from Lloyd. Alex Shaw with the overhead, looking for space. Jones is chasing it, trying to put pressure on there. Sutherland, in fact, get the ball from the 25. So it's good work there from Jones to put that pressure on. Riley Lloyd won the ball, gets it into the D, looking for that penalty corner again, but Ryde were equal to it. Zinner now brings it away. Hayden Neal with a strong tackle there. And another overhead, this time landing with Sutherland's advantage. McEwen and Tonner together. So at the end of the third quarter, Sutherland have the advantage 3-2, but you'd have to say nothing in it. And it's going to be, as we expected, a very exciting fourth quarter between these two teams. We'll be back in a minute with the conclusion of this game. So both teams back on. Goalkeepers running into position. I have to say both goalkeepers have had outstanding games today. They've had plenty of action and they have both performed exceptionally well. So Ryde with the ball. And our fourth quarter underway. Kieran Arthur retains that under pressure. Zinner with the ball under pressure. Just pulls away. Now with Arthur. Out wide to Billy Shaw. Good tackling. Ball just off his stick. Gave Keelan just enough space to get his stick in. Sends the ball to the other end of the field. Ball out wide to Billy Shaw, perhaps the only unmarked player down that right side. Now with Arthur. Ball into the D, up off Shaw's stick, but no infringement. Shaw again, dispossessed. McEwen on the ball, looking for a foot, and I think he's found one. So with nothing to work with there, McEwen took the smart option and found the penalty. Ryde always threatening from penalty corners, Kieran Arthur particularly. Arthur, and saved by Shaw on the line. Super save from Alex Shaw. So Ryde have responded best way possible. Ball into the D. I didn't see which striker that was, but Ryde are back on equal terms. He's looking for Halyard. Ryde coming forward again. Adam Watson, the target there, but just didn't trap well enough to avoid Tonner getting his stick in. Hayes now with the ball out wide. Brown intercepts. Arthur now sends it wide. Another strong transfer from Ryde. Jared Finlay with the ball. Keeps possession. Finlay again. Kieran Arthur through Kobe Johnson. Target. Watson was the target for that, and Wade Tonner was able to intercept. Hernandez and Halyard working the ball out of defence. Good work by Halyard. He's got the ball on his stick. And just as I said that, ball fell off his stick. Finlay picked it off him. Arthur brings it forward. McGregor with a good intercept there. Great tackling there from Alex Shaw. He's gone forward. Halyard finds Zach Keelan. Good trap by him. Trying to get the ball around the brute, around the defence. Sutherland get the ball from the 25. And Neil leaves it for Hayes. First time touch by Halyard into the D, but there was no one behind him. So Sutherland well in Ryde's half. Passes are getting longer. Alex Shaw with a mistrap there. Wade Tonner will try and clean up. Ryde come forward quickly. Riley Lloyd try and get some control back into it. Pass goes through Hayden Neal. Keelan with the ball now. He needs some support. Finds Hayes eventually. Hayes with the pass to the right post. Halyard was there. Position. I've seen a few goals scored from. His deflection just went too high. Good tackle from Hayden Neal there on Arthur. But Arthur gets the ball from the sideline. 3-3, 10 minutes remaining. Both teams pressing for the advantage. Both teams have done a heap of running. Sinner out wide. Ryan Woolnough looks forward, finds Brown with the first time deflection. I think he was looking for McEwen, but Sutherland managed to get it over the sideline, over the back line. Hayes now. Hayes showing some pace. Zinner as well. Great control from Hayes. Finds Halyard. Just couldn't do enough with the shot. Great opportunity for Sutherland there. Now with Keelan. Just went over the top of that ball. So Sutherland have the hit. 5 yards out. Hayes tries to run it forward, but he was picked off. Shaw back to Hernandez. Goes high. Hayden Neal was there, but couldn't control it. Sinner out wide, Billy Shaw. Kieran Arthur under pressure from Hayden Neal, back to Shaw. Now with Arthur in the centre. Ryder working it well down the field. Now they come forward. Zinner just outside the 25. Great tackle from Hernandez. Zinner goes again. Deflection up off Sutherland's stick. Over the back line. That'll be a Ryde from the 25. Billy Shaw out wide on the right. No one with him. Pickering. His shot into an off a Sutherland foot and high over the back line, so penalty corner. So Arthur on the left battery, Kobe Johnson on the right. Comes to Arthur. Great save from Ackroyd. Good stretch to his right, saw the ball over the back line. Billy Shaw outright in space. Ryde keeping it in the centre. Now go wide. Finds McEwen at the top. Under pressure from McGregor. Good intervention there from Callan and sees the ball over the sideline. There's a miss on the sideline there from Ryde. Turnover for Sutherland. Just where they need it. They need to get the ball moving. So Hayes on the ball. Didn't like what he saw in front of him. Ball goes back through Hernandez and Alex Shaw. Out to Tono, out wide. Sutherland will keep moving it. McGregor. Two coming in on him. Finds Hayes out wide. Excellent ball to Keelan out wide. Ball across to Callanan. Just didn't trap to keep the ball in field. Trying to work the ball along the back line. Oh, that'll be a lifted ball and a penalty corner. So ball lifted into Jones. Good work by Callanan along the back line after the initial mishandle. So Sutherland have another opportunity. Just on 4.5 minutes. 3-all. Sutherland have had good success with 3 penalty corners today. So it's working for them. Let's see if they can put a 4th in. Hernandez. And Hernandez this time goes to Bruton's right. Same result. Brilliant strike from Hernandez. He's really got his timing right. Real power behind that. So Sutherland go 4-3 up and Ryder back with the ball and attacking again. Jones finds Halyard out wide. Good control from Halyard under pressure. He needs support. There's no one within 30 yards of him. With a blue shirt, that is. Sutherland working back. Callanan flying back in defence. McEwen on the ball. Gets the free hit outside the 25. Ryde have it from the 16. Just over 2.5 minutes remaining. Billy Shaw out wide. So a vital turnover for Sutherland there on the sideline. Alex Shaw, Callanan streaming forward. In from Callanan to Zinner, good jink from him. Cross Hernandez. Hernandez gets back. But I think that was Adam Watson. So rebound from Sutherland's defence and Ryde respond in the best way possible with just on 1.5 minutes to go and scores at 4-all. McGregor with the overhead. Lands where 2 players. So the umpire blows for the defence every time. There's been a lot of those today. Billy Shaw out wide. Jared Finley was the target. Wade Tonner's got it now. Looks infield. Zinner picks it off. Now with McEwen. Ryde trying to force another opportunity. They'll be looking for a penalty corner. Or a shot at goal. Shaw again into the circle. Tonner takes it away from him. Now with Hayes. Free hit to Sutherland. 30 seconds. Hayes is going to look long. Watson gets in the way. Hayes looks long. Jones was his target. Finlay into Zinner. Can Ryde throw it forward? Good tackle from Callanan there. And with the final hooter, scores at 4-all. It's fair to say that's probably a reflective of the game. High scoring game, but a very even game between these two teams. They'll both be a little frustrated not to get the final result. On the other hand, both teams played exceptional hockey. There were outstanding performances all around the park. A great game of hockey today. So in this PL1 encounter, final score 4-all, Sutherland versus Ryde. On behalf of Luke Domro and his amazing video production, this is Craig Turner. Thanks for listening in, and we'll catch you at a future game.